Chapter 4. The Voodoo Queen. The French Quarter's heart beat wild as noon approached, the Mardi Gras parade swelling with floats that towered like fever dreams, papier-mâché dragons, gilded kings, and jesters with painted grins. Celeste Moreau navigated the chaos of saint and street, her cloche hat tilted against the sun's glare. The air was a heady mix of jasmine, horse sweat, and the sharp sting of gunpowder from firecrackers tossed by laughing children. Her notebook burned in her pocket, Henri Levine's masked corpse etched in her mind. The crescent moon symbol wasn't just a killer's flourish, it was a key, and if anyone could unlock its meaning, it was Madame Zora Laveau. Celeste turned onto a narrow alley, where the quarter's glamour faded to cracked plaster and sagging balconies. The shop was unmarked, its door painted a faded indigo, adorned with a single gris-gris bag dangling from a nail. Whispers called Zora the heir to Marie Laveau's legacy, a voodoo priestess who wove spells and secrets with equal skill. Celeste had interviewed her once, for a piece on Tremet's spiritual traditions, and left with more questions than answers. Today she needed truths. She pushed open the door, a bell chiming softly. The shop was a cave of shadows, its shelves crammed with jars of herbs, candles dripping wax, and small altars adorned with beads and bones. Incense curled through the air, heavy with myrrh. Madame Zora stood behind a counter, her silver hair braided beneath a tignon, her dark eyes sharp as obsidian. At 60, she carried an ageless grace, her silk dress rustling as she set down a mortar and pestle. "Celeste Moreau," Zora said, her voice a low melody, Creole accent thick as molasses. "Chasing stories again or chasing death?" Celeste met her gaze, undaunted. "Maybe both. Henri Levine's dead, stabbed in Jackson Square, a crescent moon mask on his face. I think you know what it means." Zora's expression didn't flicker, but her fingers paused over a bundle of sage. She gestured to a stool, and Celeste sat, the shop's stillness a stark contrast to the parade's roar outside. "The crescent moon," Zora said, "is old magic. Power and sacrifice tied to the Loa, the spirits. But it's been twisted, used for dark things. Things not meant for this city." Celeste leaned forward, pencil poised. "A ritual? Voodoo?" Zora's eyes flashed. "Not voodoo as I know it, girl. This is something else, a shadow wearing our ways. A ritual, yes, but greedy, feeding on blood." She turned, pulling a small amulet from a drawer, a leather pouch strung with a black bead and a tiny crescent charm. "Take this. Wear it. It'll guard you from the dark, but only so far." Celeste took the amulet, its weight heavier than it looked. "Who's behind it, Zora? Levine was no saint, but why him? Why the mask?" Zora's lips tightened, her gaze distant. "Some doors you don't open, not yet. The moon's shadow falls on the powerful, and they guard their secrets well. Ask your questions, but tread light, or you'll draw their eyes." Celeste's frustration flared, but she slipped the amulet around her neck, the bead cool against her skin. "I'm not here to tiptoe, Zora. People are dying. And more will," Zora said, her voice a warning bell. "Go, Celeste. Write your truth, but don't linger in the dark." The bell chimed as Celeste stepped back into the alley, the parade's clamor swallowing Zora's words. The amulet hung heavy, a reminder of secrets unspoken. She headed for the Times-Picayune office, her mind racing. Zora's warning was clear, a dark ritual tied to the crescent moon, targeting the city's elite. But whose hand held the knife? As a float's trumpet blared, Celeste vowed to find out, no matter the cost.